I wish it could be over, even though it means goodbye, even though it means that I will never see my son again, at least not until that kingdom that he never ceased to talk about, that kingdom that they mock him for on the board above his battered head, not until God's kingdom comes and sets all this to rights. I should have known, had really known, ever since the angel at the well so long ago, those words of destiny and doom that seemed to spring from my own lips unbidden, ever since that moment in the cattle cave right after he was born, when a knifing pain, not only in my body, but throughout my being, warned me of great suffering to come, of anguish deeper than my years at that time could anticipate. And then there was the fearful rush to Egypt and word of all those Bethlehem babies slaughtered without mercy. And yet the years between, after Herod's death, and apart from all that business at the temple when he was 12 years old, the years between were happy ones. And now another Herod, who seems to have completed what his predecessor failed to do. They have a taste for blood, these Herods, as Elizabeth, my cousin, has already learned in tears over John, her poor dead boy. And now my turn has come. Funny how your mind can wander at a time like this, roaming back in search of happier days, or of answers to the why and wherefore of it all. And all the time he hangs there, hurting, bleeding, mumbling words of comfort, just as he always did, even to the two who die there at his side. I suppose it doesn't do to think too much about such things. That's why my thoughts go running off to do what they can to hide. If only I could go to him. If somehow I could take my cloak and wipe the blood and sweat out of his eyes, soothe his brow with my cool hands, as I have done so often in the past. If he has to die, why must it be so terribly? Why can't they let me try to ease his torment, lift the weight from his poor pierced hand and torn feet for just a moment? Is there nothing that a mother can do except to stand and watch and witness here? Is there no limit to the callousness, the sheer brutality that people will commit upon each other when they are ordered to, or when the lust for blood is on them? Thank God John is close beside me. He's the only one who stuck it out to the end. Although I did think I caught a glimpse of Peter, shame and guilt written all over his face, clinging to the fringes of the crowd. Dear John, for all his quiet ways, was brave enough to stand with us, offering his arm, his shoulder, and his love to Magdalene, Salome, and to me. I wonder what Jesus meant when he told John I was to be his mother and he to be my son from this day forth. James and the other boys have always cared for me till now, but John has a way with him, a way of understanding what I'm feeling, makes me glad that he's here and will be here in the days ahead. We'll have to start thinking about his burial. I do pray they let us have his body back. Tomorrow is the Sabbath, when nothing can be bought or worked on. Maybe that wealthy-looking stranger really meant it when he offered to provide a tomb. Funny how Jesus could always bring out such generosity and kindness in the folk he met. People constantly sharing food and clothing with those who had none. People handing out money just to see the happiness and hope it could restore to other lives. So at the last, a gift for him. He'll have to accept this one because he'll have no say in the matter. It's growing very dark, storm clouds such as I've never seen. I wonder if he notices. Wonder if he cares. He was never afraid of storms even as a lad, used to laugh with glee at all the crash and flash. No laughing now. No more laughing ever. No more for him or for me. I wish it could be over.